let me keep my job.
That's cool.
So, you know, I didn't take it serious for a long time. It was just a job, like straight up. They offer, and then, you know, as the years got and I got older, I got more serious. And eventually, right around the time when they did the Canamart Silver Sim rebranding, they offered again. They're like, you know, they promoted a chick to a manager, and they're like, well, we need an assistant. And she said she wanted it to be me. I ended up taking it, and then from there, I kind of took stuff more serious.
Right, it clicked.
Yeah, kind of focused more of like a career. But I still, even when I took over the Littleton spot and I was the manager there, I turned down a lot of like opportunities to open a new store, or because when I started, it was just 3 locations, and then at one point it was just 2. And as we opened new ones, they were like, "Hey, we want you to," and I turned them down, just because of the music and whatnot. And then 2019 of like September or so, they were like, "Hey, we're opening this new one in Commerce City. It's going to be our flagship store, blah, blah, blah. Corporate location will be there too." So, you know, I'll be more with, you know, the corporate, you know, the operations manager, the
people you wanted to learn from.
The owners, everything. So I went and checked the location out, and it was a big ass location. It was cool. And I was like, all right, cool. I took the job, and then the product managing and everything started developing more. I had already been doing a little bit when I was at Littleton, but once I moved to the Northfield location and corporate was there, and I was dealing with the operations manager, you know, almost a day-to-day basis, it increased, and then it just kind of fell into that role. So for the longest time, I wasn't taking shit serious at all.
So that's what I was trying to basically get at too, right there, is life happened to you too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I got older, man. Yeah, I'll be 34 next month.
Yeah, life happened, man. Like, that's what it sounded like. And that's kind of why I asked that question, because, you know, it made you go into a real reason for why. You know what I'm saying? And break down the exact steps for how that transition happened, because it wasn't just overnight where it just clicked.
No.
You know, it was definitely a multitude of opportunities being presented, turned down, accepted, and, you know, these different life experiences happening to you, like going to jail, for instance, like that probably wasn't too happy. You know, it made you think, is really what I'm trying to say. Like, no one wants to sit in jail, but when you do, you're forced to kind of look at things differently. And, you know, you probably made some decisions there that you don't realize were pivotal moments for why you are in the position you are now. You know, the situations of not making enough money off of shows, you know, are some of those moments where you had, all right, I got to stop doing this. Like,
you kind of not pick your battles, but you weigh your options.
Weigh your options,